This is the Variety Show 2024. Now, Christians say about sin, they say almost any sin can be forgiven. But there is something called the unforgivable sin. And there's different interpretations of what that is. There's one sin that cannot be forgiven. And some interpret something about the Holy Ghost, some interpret it has to do with children, hurting children. Some interpret it different ways. What is the unforgivable sin? If someone is asking for forgiveness, is there is supposed to be one sin that's different, that particular sin that can never be forgiven. It cannot be forgiven. Even if you ask for forgiveness, it cannot be forgiven. And Christians have different interpretations. They argue about this. But my interpretation is this. There are 3 recent violent crimes in the news that are so heinous on another level that I know the person will not ask forgiveness, but if those folks ask forgiveness, I think they're gone. That's on another level. That kind of sin cannot be forgiven. And I'll give you the 3 things in the news that I'm pretty sure, at least it's my interpretation, I think they cannot be forgiven, even if they ask for it. And they're not asking for it, but even if they did ask for it, they wouldn't be forgiven. Number 1, the Minneapolis, Minnesota church school shooting by the attacker, Robin Westman, the gunman that fired over 100 bullets into the church with the children. Now that sin cannot be forgiven. Now, I don't know. He took his life after he did it, so he's not even here to ask for forgiveness on top of that. And he left some letter about why he did it. Now, Robin Westman, I'm pretty sure, 99%, if he asked forgiveness, he could not be forgiven. He could not be forgiven. That is on another level. What he did, that is on another level. Number 2, in the news right now, Charlotte, North Carolina, the guy that took out the Ukrainian person on the train in Charlotte. It's all over the news. You probably heard about the train stabbing in Charlotte, North Carolina. That's all over the news right now. Now that is so heinous and so hideous and so violent and hateful and disgusting and gross. And the idiot's walking around the train with blood dripping off his knife. It's just on another level. Now, this person, first of all, he is mentally ill, but he deliberately did it. It was unprovoked. Like that person, and I believe his name is DeMarcus Brown. Like that person cannot be forgiven. I'm pretty sure. Like I can't say for sure, but if that person today or tomorrow, tried to say that he wanted forgiveness for that, and he regretted it, and he started saying, "Oh, can I make amends for what I did? I don't know what I was thinking." No, that is on another level. That cannot be forgiven. No, I think he's finished. He can ask for forgiveness all he wants. DeMarcus Brown is not getting forgiven for that. That's on another level. I mean, you know what I'm talking about. Don't act. I mean, if you're a Christian, don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. That's on another level. Come on. And the other one is the Idaho killer in Moscow, Idaho. Bryan Kohberger. He's in in prison. He didn't get the death penalty. He pleaded guilty. Those 4 university students that he took out back in 2022. That is so disgusting. And he is sitting there in that courtroom with that look on his face, and no remorse whatsoever, none. He's just a cold shell. He was sitting in that courtroom. If you look at the courtroom footage of Bryan Kohberger with the look in his eyes, see, now that's, in my opinion, of course it's my opinion, I think that's on another level. And if he's in prison, and Bryan Kohberger asked to get forgiven, I don't think that can happen. I think these crimes are beyond the point of no return when someone does something like that. I gave you 3 examples: the Minneapolis attack, the Charlotte attack, and the Idaho a Moscow, Idaho killer at the university. I give you three examples. You can disagree as a Christian. I think that's on our level. It's just common sense. It's just a common sense to know when you become a real life demon walking the earth, and you're going to commit a crime on another level. That's what I just describe it as another level. That's, I think, what the scriptures are talking about when they say there is one unforgivable sin, and that is, it could be children, but it doesn't have to be children. You just know it's just these kind of violent crimes that are on another level. And usually the person that doesn't ask for forgiveness anyway, so I don't think you have to worry about that because these are like some kind of shape-shifting demons. Like they don't seem to want to be forgiven anyway. So you can leave your comments for Show 2024.